Welcome to the Joint Chamber Mixer, El Dorado County and the Shingle Springs Mixer. We are all hanging out together, enjoying ourselves here at New Beginnings. Thank you for hosting us and for the good times and for the good spirit that's here. Thank you, everybody. I am Adam Anderson. I'm with the El Dorado County Chamber, but I also love the Shingle Springs Chamber too, of course. And thank you, New Beginnings, for hosting our April Mixer. And to Kiwanis, I would like to introduce our Shingle Springs Cameron Park Chamber President and our co-host, Colleen Beal. Come on down! Woo! Colette, my bad.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. As Adam said, I'm the president of the Shingle Springs Cameron Park Chamber. I also want to take a minute to just mention some of my board and ambassador committee that is here. So Leanne Stoddard is our executive director and our treasurer for the chamber. Todd White, where are you, Todd? There he is. He's our secretary on our board. My ambassador committee, I have Leslie, Cindy, Becky, Gina, Posey, and Suzanne Prime. So I've got a pretty good turnout tonight. So thank you everyone for coming. And Paul Burke, where's Paul? He's in the back. He's on my board of directors, and David Spencer's on the ambassador committee for us as well. All right, so thank you, Ellen and the El Dorado County Chamber for allowing us to co-sponsor the event with you, first of all, and Randy for always including our chamber in your event. Tonight we celebrate a truly remarkable milestone. Sweet 16 years of new beginnings here in Placerville. 16 years of hope, 16 years of second chances, 16 years of transforming lives that once felt broken, forgotten, or written off. I've been at your events where we hear the testimonials, and they really are life-changing and heartwarming to hear what you've done for these people. New Beginnings has become a place where people rediscover their worth, they rebuild their confidence, and reclaim their futures. The work you do guiding individuals out of addiction, out of crime, out of the darkest chapters in their lives is nothing short of life-saving. You don't just rehabilitate people, you restore families, you strengthen communities, and you prove that redemption is real, right? To your staff, your volunteers, your partners, and every person who has poured their heart into this mission, I say thank you, and I know our community does as well. Right. Your compassion, your consistency, and your belief in people, even when they struggle to believe in themselves, is what makes your organization extraordinary. I'm gonna cry. I'm a tearjerker person, sorry. And to the graduates and participants who have walked through these doors with courage and determination, you are the reason that you guys are all here, right? Your resilience inspires us all. Happy Sweet 16 to New Beginnings. May the next 16 years or more be filled with even more hope, healing, and transforming in life. Congratulations.
But it's God who helps us do that. And I learned that here because I was not a believer. 20-year meth habit, 5 open cases, 4 failed drug rehabs. And I came here because Randy said yes, and then I said yes to God. So, Jesus transformed my life. And the difference between this place and the 4 failed rehabs, I got shelter there, and I got food there, but it was the moral rehabilitation that New Beginnings does, the heart change. The other places taught me about what the drugs were doing to my brain. They taught me to surrender my problems to a rock because I didn't believe in a higher power. This place transformed me from the inside out. And so that's what Randy and New Beginnings, with the help of Jesus Christ. So our desperate cry is, we need a woman's house. We need a faith-based women's house in El Dorado County. We have women hurting on the streets like I was. We have women hurting in the jails, and we have women hurting in prisons. And we do not have a faith-based women's house in El Dorado County. So we need one. We have a walk coming up, we have a gala coming up, and we have QR codes where you can donate money or donate a house. We need a women's house. So please help us get the woman's house.
I want to again thank everybody. Thank the dual chambers. Thank my staff, my team. My team makes me look good. I'm not really that smart. I'm just the bad back. I dig the ditch, but my team really does all the work. And to the volunteers, we thank you as well. You know, in the words of the great theologian, I don't know if you remember Jerry Garcia. Great. It's been a long, strange trip. And you know, a lot of people would say, a lot of people have accused me, a lot of people think that I'm an entrepreneur with what has happened here. And maybe there might be a little bit of that spirit in me, but really, I'm an opportunist. And I have gotten opportunity after opportunity after opportunity that my God has opened the door. You know, this store here, this was never my idea. I never planned it. In fact, when it came up for sale, it was a pre-existing store when we started. When it came up for sale, I dismissed it immediately. And then the next morning, I heard the voice of God say, "You need to take a closer look." And that's how this has happened. We have some Sweet 16 magazines that are more about what He has done, not what we do, but what He has done. And I just get to be a part of that, and that's what's amazing. You know, I think there's some folks here tonight that may not believe in the God that I serve, but there's red shirts here tonight, and if there's anybody here, can we raise a hand that would speak about Bible questions, speak about salvation? Look around. There's some hands. There's some hands out there. If anybody wants to know more about this God that I serve, I want to invite you to do that. So it's been a long, strange trip that He has orchestrated, that I've gotten to be a part of. So 16th birthday. I don't know what the next 16 years hold. In fact, you know, some of you have heard that we're duplicating in Carson City. That's a place where, if you can imagine any government agency, where their primary income comes from gambling, prostitution, all-night drinking, you know, what will that manifest in time? And the need up there is huge. You think there's a big need here? The need up there is even bigger. We had a guy come down that I spoke to about 2 weeks ago. We had a guy come down here, just showed up at our doorstep, asking for help. And what Jennifer said, what we do is moral rehabilitation. It's a moral compass turn, heart transformation, relationship with God that will sustain them. For many, it's pretty confusing, but let me break it down to where it's really simple. More God, less crime. Okay? Does anybody want less crime? Okay. Do we care? Do we care how we get there? At the end of the day, you know, it's kind of like our trash. You know, we put our trash out there on the curb, and we just want it gone. You know, if it costs a couple more bucks, we give the trash people a couple more bucks. We just want it gone. We want lower crime, and so again, more God, less crime. It's pretty simple. I do want to give everybody the opportunity to see the auto shop. The door's open, and then all the way down at the end is the wood shop. My guys are going to head down there now, that they can. Throughout the rest of the night, you can go look and see where we do some of our training, some of our generating. And so, what'd she say?
She said they do training.
She said they do training.
I said I can get behind that.
They do training. So please take a look at the auto shop. The wood shop generates and trains. And the biggest thing that happens down there is self-esteem gets built. Does anybody need a little more self-esteem? Am I the only one that needs a little more self-esteem? Yeah, that's what I thought. So with that, I think it's pretty much it. We're going to do the ribbon cutting.
Sweet 16. All right, we're going to count down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. want to make a quick presentation from our
Did you guys get a lot of pictures?
Todd, come over here. We have a presentation from Todd White from our State Assembly, State Senate.
All right, thank you, Adam. You're so good on the microphone. You're really so on behalf of State Senator Alvarado Gill, we would like to present a certificate honoring your sweet 16th birthday. So,
Thank you. Woohoo!